Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. I hope you are all really well. Today I'm bringing to you my first grocery shopping haul of the year, and it is a big one. I needed a restock. My fridge was empty, my shelves were empty, my cupboards, everything was empty. And yeah, so I needed a really good restock. I've been to Sainsbury's. It was absolutely awful. It was busy. It took me ages to get in and out. I was wearing my big duvet coat because it was freezing outside. Then I got in, I was boiling, and my hair was flapping in my face, and I undone my coat, and then that started flapping everywhere because it was undone. And oh, do you know what? I'm so glad to be home, but I've done it now and I'm ready to go. So let's get on with it. Sorry, my tap keeps dripping in the background. It's really loud. So yeah, that's what that noise is. Having a moment. So there are 4 of us in this house. There's my 2 children that do not stop eating, my 2 boys, and then there's my husband and I. I'm on Slimming World, the rest of my family are not. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixture. I have mentioned Sins and Healthy Extras where I can, where I remember, but please do double check these for yourself. I can, and I have in the past got things wrong. So yeah, I think that's all I need to say. Let's get on into it. So the only meat I bought this week is the 5% fat British beef mince. I get the organic one. It does cost a bit more, but I just prefer to buy that. And I will make a meal that will go over 2 days with that. So probably a bolognese. I'll just saute off some red onions, some peas, add some green lentils, just rinse off a tin of green lentils and add those just to bulk it out. And some chopped tomatoes and some passata, and then just loads of seasoning, and that will go over a couple of days. It just really helps me out with the rush of our evenings. I got some cherry tomatoes. My son loves these in his packed lunch. So I've got 2. I've got the cherry tomatoes and I've got the baby plum tomatoes. These are pomodorino ones. Probably haven't said that correctly. Got 2 broccoli. The broccolis were really short supply today, so I've got the organic ones. I don't normally buy these, but they're just the best ones that they had in today. And I got some fat-free natural cottage cheese. This is sin-free. This is what I use to snack on, sort of mostly while I'm cooking dinner, because I am quite a snacker before dinner. So I snack on this with some carrot sticks and some cucumber, and that really helps get me through. And that is quite good in protein. Some red seedless grapes and some blueberries and some raspberries. Some raw garlic apples. I've actually got 3 bags. This is becoming the norm now because my children love them. They have 1 a day each, and my husband likes them and I like them, so we end up going through loads of apples. These are currently, I think they're 99 pence for 6. Some bananas, and they were another thing that were in really short supply today, so I just picked up what I could get. I think it's quite a big bunch, so they're quite small, but there's quite a few there. 8. Oh, it says 8. Got some spring onions. These were a yellow sticker. Most of their salad and veg was on a yellow sticker. I think they're probably waiting for their New Year delivery still because everything was a little bit battered and in short supply, but they look fine for a few days. They're just a little bit limp on the end. Some red onions. I got 3 of those. Some carrots. We snack on these and I use them on the side of meals. Some cucumbers, I got 3 of those. The kids have them in their packed lunches. They snack on it. My husband has them in his sandwiches, and then I add them to salad. So we can go through like almost one a day sometimes. Some baking potatoes. I ended up getting these because the individual ones were really quite poor condition. I think they might have been hit by a frost because they were covered in the purple bruises. But I got these ones, and we'll have these as jacket potatoes with cheese and beans on Thursday evening. Got some easy peelers for my son, really, because he loves them. I got some pomegranate. I haven't had pomegranate for absolutely ages and really fancied some, so these are on 2 for £2. Picked 2 of those up. Some baby spinach. Got quite a big bag actually, which I will just add to omelettes and to my bologneses, and I'll just basically add it to everything really. And some Italian style salad, which is about to go out of date, so it was reduced, but they didn't have any in-date ones, and my husband will probably eat that fairly quickly. Some peppers. Did I say peppers? I have those in salad and I add them to my veggie bolognese that I'll make at the weekend, and some large fine tomatoes for my husband's sandwiches. I've got some whole green beans. These are frozen and they're absolutely brilliant just to add to the side of meals. They cook so super quick and just really handy. Got some crinkle cut chips just for the kids, some Quorn products that are on 3 for 2, they're frozen, and I really like the mince in my vegetarian bolognese. I only add a little bit, and then I add a tin of green lentils and a tin of beans, so either black beans, kidney beans, cannellini beans, something like that. But I like to add a bit of corn mince for some texture. It's just really lovely. And like I said, it's on 3 for 2 at the moment. So I got 2 minces and then some pieces, which I also love, seasoned with some, I tend to use some smoked paprika, some garlic powder and a little bit of soy sauce. And they just take on the flavour really nicely. And I add those to salads and rice and couscous and noodles and things like that. They're all sin-free. Some chocolate bits for the family. So the Kinders for my youngest, they are 6 cents for a bar. They are for after school. Some Rocky caramels. These are on a really good price at the moment. I think they're about 99 pence. They're for my oldest. They're 5 cents each. And then these Nutty Nougat chocolate bars, which are like the Snickers, the Sainsbury's version of Snickers. They're 8.5 cents each. They're actually less cents than the Tesco ones. They look about the same size. My husband loves those. Then some Omega fish fingers. I usually get the Sainsbury's cod ones, but they didn't have any. So I've got these ones. They are 2 cents each. Then over here, I've got some multi-grain hooplas. This is like the Cheerio cereal. That's for my children, but they are 40 grams for a healthy extra B choice. The whole grain multis, their version of shreddies, are also a healthy extra B choice. You can have 40 grams of those. Some semi-skim milk, 250 mils as a healthy extra A choice. Some Alperono Sugars oat milk, 325 mils of that is a healthy extra A choice. Getting out of breath today, and maybe I'm talking too quick. Some chicken dippers. My son loves these, and they are 2 cents each. They're a good size as well. I don't think that really means anything to you, but yeah, they are a good size. Some spicy Mexican style rice. I scanned this and it hasn't come up. I think it's 3 cents. I could be wrong, so please check for yourself. But the packet, I think the packaging has changed, so Slimming World don't recognise the barcode. So hopefully that'll be updated soon, but I think it's 3 cents. Some of the 3-colour Fusely pasta. My children love that. Where to next? Some yogurt. I got some fat-free Greek yogurt. I got the Sainsbury's one. I usually get the Fire. This one is very slightly less protein. It's 9.9 grams per 100 grams, so only just a little bit less than the Fire, but I had a personalised nectar offer on this, and so I think it was like £1.60 for a tub, which is amazing. So I bought 2, which is then a lot, a lot of yogurt for a very small amount of money compared to what I would have paid for the Fire. So I've got 2 of those. Then some, did I say that's sin-free? That's sin-free because it's fat-free. Some char-grilled chicken for my husband, but that is sin-free. I've got some pizzas because we're having pizza night on Sunday when we get home from the football, because it will be quite late. I need something quick. I will have something different though. I'm going to prep mine on Saturday, but this is for the family. I got them a spicy chicken pizza, 4 cheese pizza, and a pepperoni pizza. So that's for them. Some cheddar, just the medium cheddar. You can have 30 grams of that as a healthy extra A choice. Some garlic pepper because we've run out. I love this stuff. It's a tiny bit coarse in texture, so it coats things really nicely. You know, like I like to add this to chickpeas. You can add it to potatoes. I put it on my husband's pasta when he has tuna pasta and mix it in with all the mayonnaise and salad and stuff. We just love this. And then I got some oregano because I add that to all my bologneses. Some Walker's Wee Shorties. They are for my youngest. He absolutely loved these in his packed lunch. You get 6 mini bags. They are quite high in sins. I just had to check. They are 6.5 sins a bag, but my little boy absolutely loves them. I've got some breadsticks. These were on my personalised nectar offer as well. I think they were like 90 pence a box. So I've got 2 boxes for my little boy. Loves them. He has some of these in his packed lunch. They are 1 cent each. Some yogurts at the back here. These are the Wildlife Fromage Spray yogurts. £2.50, but you get 18 little pots. My little boy absolutely loves them. And they are 1 cent each. Then I've got some Lindal's Kvarg. Bit of an impulse purchase. They were 4 for £3. And I got all white chocolate flavour because that's my absolute favourite. They're half a cent a pot. 15 grams of protein. You could get that same amount of protein from plain Greek yogurt, to be honest. How many grams is in here? 150 grams. Yeah, so to be honest with you, that really is a marketing thing. Because if you had 150 grams of the Fire yogurt, it's also going to be 15 grams of protein. But they hooked me in because I love the white chocolate flavour. So yeah, pick those up. And some Seabrooks sea salted crisps is what my oldest son likes. And they are 6.5 cents each. I picked up some of my favourite Ainsley couscous packets. These are half a sin for a pack. You just make them up with water. If you add anything else, you have to sin it accordingly. So I know some people add butter, but you'd have to sin that. I don't. I just make mine up with water. Like I say, half a sin for a pack. And these were on a Nectar price. I can't remember how much they were. I think they were about 70 pence. Then I picked up some flaxseed. I get this Linwood's cold milled flaxseed. I have this a lot. I have run out. I used it all. Funny enough, I used it all in my porridge on Christmas Day because I had a Slimming World porridge on Christmas Day. So yeah, this is 2 level tablespoons for healthy extra B choice or 5 sins. I tend to use 1 level tablespoon and sin it at 2.5 sins, and then I just add that to my porridge, and then I use the porridge oats as my healthy extra B, but you can use this 2 level tablespoons. Randomly picked up a Tango cherry, sugar-free, sin-free, and it just really appealed to me. I love cherry flavour things. And trying to cut out the alcohol this month. So yeah, I thought this would be nice at the weekend, to be honest. So yeah, although I'm working Saturday night, so, but anyway, that's for the weekend. Some gherkins. I've never tried these before, but apparently they're really good. Mrs. Ellswood Burger gherkins. I love the crinkle cut pickles with hot red chilli, but you can only get those from Tesco's. So I'm going to give these a go and see what I think, but I'm sure I'll love them. When I was pregnant, I used to go through absolutely jars of these. You know, I never actually used to eat these until I was pregnant. I always said I didn't like them, and I used to pick them out of my McDonald's burgers when I was younger, but when I was pregnant, I just couldn't get enough of them, and ever since I've been obsessed. So I've got some chopped tomatoes, 2 tins of those, just to add to the cupboard. I will add those to my bologneses. Some black beans, which I'll add to like a veggie bolognese. I'll add some corn mince, green lentils, black beans, chopped tomatoes, passata, which I've got here, and some seasoning. And that will just be, it's like a store cupboard meal that will go over 2 days, and I can make it at the weekend, at the end of the week, when all the fresh stuff is all gone and I need something still that's healthy and nutritious. So that's when I pull out the tins. I got some baked beans there for our jacket potatoes with cheese and beans. Some pot noodles there for my husband. Made me laugh. I said to my little boy, oh, we need to start getting some real food in us again instead of all the junk food. And then I pick up pot noodles. But anyway, my husband loves those. He does glam them up. It really makes me laugh. He has like spring onions and tomatoes and seasoning and all sorts. So yeah, and sauce. He adds whatever sauce he can find. So yeah, he does glam them up a bit. Some whole wheat spaghetti for spaghetti and meatballs, which we're not actually having this week, but I might use the spaghetti with the bolognese. Some eggs, there's 10 I think in there. Some chickpeas, which I will drain, rinse off and season a little bit and just add them to meals at some point in the week. Some green lentils, they'll go in my mince. Some seedless strawberry jam for the kids, but that is 2 sins for a level tablespoon. Some 100% nuts crunchy peanut butter, that's 4.5 sins for a level tablespoon. These are delicious, pink pickled onions. I absolutely love these. I can't tell you how nice they are. They're speed and they are just delicious. Another tin of beans there for a convenience meal at the end of the week that's planned. Some balsamic vinegar because I'm completely out of that and I like a bit of that on my salad. Some long grain rice, we're completely out of that as well. Some whole wheat fusilli and some bread. This is for my husband. This isn't a healthy extra B choice. I think it's 5 sins for a slice. If I've got that wrong, I will pop the correct sins on the screen. So that is everything that I've bought from Sainsbury's this week. I did also pick up a couple of bits from Argos because they're in the same store. Got some earpods, USB-C connector ones because I need those for my phone. I have got some like earphones that I use for when I go out for a walk and when I go to the gym, but I just wanted some in-ear ones for when I'm like watching things in bed or whatever and I don't want to wake anyone up. So yeah, got those. And I also picked up a resistance band for this one because it was quite well rated online. And I bought some resistance bands ages ago from Home Bargains. They were absolutely useless. So I wanted to buy one that looked a bit, well, that people said were a better quality. I don't know if it looks better quality. It looks smaller but thick. So yeah, looking forward to giving that a go. So yeah, that is everything that I've bought from Sainsbury's this week. I don't know what I'm going to do moving forward. I think I'm going to mix it up a bit. I do miss the online shopping because the speed, I get it done, you know, pick it up, unpack it, film it. It was a lot quicker than what this was. But thank you as always so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.